This time on TNO, I've got the bike out and I'm riding the Sifto Trail in Goderich, Ontario. The Sifto Trail is a beginner-level trail that runs approximately 2 kilometers in a figure 8 on the north side of the Maitland River. Alright, well, the access point to the Sifto Trail is the Goderich to Auburn Rail Trail. Now, there's parking located at 160 North Harbor Road West in Goderich. And you're going to start your trek up a hill. This is going to take you up to the old rail bridge, and you're going to cross the Maitland River. Now, this is an absolutely gorgeous view, especially if you're crossing early in the morning or right at dusk as the sun's setting over the lake. Now, it's currently fall, and it's getting a little bit quieter up here. But in the summertime, this is a very busy trail system. You'll see a lot of couples out hiking, families out hiking, getting some exercise together. And once you're on the north side of the Maitland River, the entire trail system is accessible via horseback. And you will see a lot of people back in here riding horses. Now, once we reach the north side of the Maitland River, we're going to turn left and start ascending another hill. Now, even though this is, for all intents and purposes, a beginner trail, it is worthy to note that there are a few steep climbs and a couple of steep descents. And there's a lot of areas where the trail actually comes down to probably 2 or 3 feet wide. And if you do go off the edge of it, it is quite a drop. And there is no safety rails or anything. So it's something you do want to keep in the back of your mind. Make sure you look before you turn down what you think might be a trail, because it could be a pretty steep run down the hill. Now, I'm riding a CCM Torrent with cross-country 210 tires on it. And it's been raining for a couple of days before I got out here. And this trail is covered in a lot of rocks and roots, so I do end up spinning up on the hill here and having to walk the bike all the way up, or at least the rest of the way up the hill. Now, I've run this before with other bikes, and 235 tire with a more aggressive pattern, you can get all the way up the hill without having to walk the bike. Now you get to the top of the hill, there's a bench there. We're going to turn left. The right side there ascends a little bit more and goes into a neighborhood. Now, this is the steepest descent and fastest run you're going to make through this whole trail system. And it is something you want to check your speed on. You do get moving down here, especially when it's slippery out after it's been raining. This run myself, I ended up locking up both tires as I was getting towards the bottom. And it kept me on the ball. And once you split there, that's the center portion, or basically your figure 8 crossover for the trail system. So we're now heading back towards the Maitland River and swinging around to head out towards Lake Huron here with the Maitland River on our left-hand side. Now, for the remainder of this trail ride, it's all pretty straightforward and fairly easy. It's just basically a wilderness cross-country bike ride. It's going to zigzag back and forth along the Maitland River as we're heading out to the west, or to where the Maitland River meets Lake Huron. This is Sifto Salt Mine property, and it's a big employer in the Goderich area. They own a pretty extensive tract of land, and they're kind enough to let the public use it. When we get to the end of this segment of the trail, you'll actually be able to get a pretty good view of the Sifto Salt Mine itself on the south side of the Maitland River. Now, for those of us that enjoy fishing, there are numerous access points along this trail system where you can access the Maitland River, which is located probably 25-30 feet below the elevation of the trail. In late July, you see a lot of people walking back out of this trail system with their limits on smallmouth. Now, as we reach the end of the trail system, we get on a public access route here. This runs right basically to the point where the Maitland River meets Lake Huron. Now, a nice little spot there. You can stop and have a bite to eat if you packed a lunch in with you. Now, as much as I love taking the videos and photography and everything for TNO, you find a spot like this, I like to just relax. There's nobody else really around. I've got a great view, and I can let my mind wander. It's a great source of stress relief. Alright, we're going to turn things around now, and through the magic of time-lapse, speed it up a bit. We're running back to the east on the opposite portion of the figure 8. Total ride time to cover the 2 kilometers is approximately 20 to 30 minutes. It's not a large trail or an overly difficult one. Guys, if you're ever in the Goderich area, by all means get out and check out this trail. Whether you're biking it or hiking it, it's definitely worth your time. Till next time, guys.